Okay, so our last review of the day is going to be for a film called The Bad Guys 2. The Bad Guys 2, of course, is a sequel to the very first Bad Guys film there. This is a DreamWorks film. Um, this is the first Bad Guys film I have seen. Didn't see the first one there. I don't remember if we've done a review for the Bad Guys film there. But the first one I did hear good things about when it came out. I did hear good things about the movie there. I just ended up missing it when it came out. And what is this Bad Guys 2 about? Well, after the events of the first Bad Guys, where the bad guys they went straight. Take a shot every time I say bad guys. They went straight there. They're trying to do kind of live the normal life, and they find like, oh, this normal life, trying to be a good person shit is kind of sucks.
Yeah.
They're struggling. They're struggling to find jobs with, they basically, their employment history comes at like, I was a thief for all these years, hire me, please.
They literally have no history at all, no work history at all.
Yeah. But time comes where they are able to get pulled out of retirement there. They're able to use their skills once again of being master thieves there. You have in this film, you have Sam Rockwell, who plays a fox there in this movie. He plays a guy named Mr. Wolf. And I like how the names are simple. Oh, he's a wolf. I'm sorry, not a fox, a wolf.
Yeah.
The names are simple because every character in this are the exact animal they are. It's like Mr. Snake is Mr. Snake, the shark is Mr. Shark, the piranha is Mr. Piranha.
They don't have very complicated names.
Yeah, it's very simple.
The most
So it's like,
complicated name out of all of them is Diane.
yeah, I mean, that's the who's Diane again? That's
Diane is the girlfriend to
the fox.
Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, she's the red
She's the
fox.
fox. Yeah.
Who's voiced by Zazie Beetz there.
Yeah,
So
they're
and
trying to
she's
put her in everything, man.
Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zazie Beetz pretty good. So yeah, she's the voice of that. But yeah, so a chance comes there where they can come out of retirement to crack this case that's going on of some other thieves that are kind of coming out and doing it. So it's I guess a Silence of the Lambs type situation there.
Gotta get you out of retirement.
Gotta get you out of retirement to get these bad guys, get these other bad guys. I say right off the bat, I love the animation. This is some really gorgeous animation I found with the Bad Guys film there. I think that's one thing, probably one of the best animated, one of the better ones I've seen from DreamWorks, actually. I know people know DreamWorks for doing movies like How to Train Your Dragon. Aren't they? They also Boss Baby is a big one for them as well, I think.
Surprisingly, yeah.
So yeah, Boss Baby is another big one, but yeah,
They
I
didn't
think.
expect that to be as successful as it did.
But usually people like they're mostly known for doing the Kung Fu Panda movies, that franchise, for How to Train Your Dragon, and of course I think they did Shrek, the Shrek movie. So those are
Of
the
course. They made their legacy on Shrek.
yeah. But I really even though I've never seen the first one, I did enjoy this second one. How did you feel about it?
Pretty much. This is one of those. I think for the most part, it handled itself fairly well. It's not a perfect movie. It's got some stuff where it feels a little contrived overall, but I did like the idea that, all right, you ended the first movie. How are you going to shape it up? So I actually did like the idea. It's like, yeah, yeah, what do you do? They kind of not much. They're criminals their whole lives for the most point. They don't have any, and I'm glad they addressed that. It's like, yeah, you don't have any work history. So they're trying to do it right, but it's also hard because they've done bad so long, and then they get involved in this. This one's very much feels as if you like the original one, I think you'll probably like this one. It follows pretty naturally from from the first movie and bleeds in. So, and the animation style is very similar in the first one as well. It was interesting because this one, the first movie came out. It was very like the art style was very cartoony compared to some of the other DreamWorks projects. Very almost, I want to say like splotchy, watercolory almost in a way. Everything, all the colors kind of blend a bit, but it's a very noticeable technique, especially when you see them moving around. Almost kind of almost sketchy a bit, like a comic almost.
Mm,
But
yeah.
Only really when you see an emotion. When like they're standing still, it's pretty noticeable overall. But
Mm, yeah, and I mean, we see this trailer. It goes crazy. Like they go into space.
oh yeah,
Like it goes crazy kind of places. Also, it's like this world where
I mean the
you see.
first movie they jumped out of a parachute into a tower, then just to do a drive with a car.
Mm,
That was the early beginning. Like they show that in the trailer. That happened. That's what got them in trouble in the very beginning.
they should join up with Fast and Furious. I think they made. I
I mean,
think
honestly, at this point,
crossover. Yeah.
they did
Uh,
more than Fast and the Furious did when they went to space.
but yeah, I mean, this is kind of wild. It's kind of crazy there, and also the thing of like, it seems like this world is mostly filled with humans, and then there's just random animals who can walk and talk.
Yeah, they
Uh,
live in the I call it the 80s anime technique or 80s series, cartoon series. You're gonna have like mostly anthropomorphic animals. Why? Why not?
just why not? Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Dragon Ball's pretty famous for that, where they just had a bunch of animal characters that are just around that
Mm,
wear clothes and walk around. Other, I mean, American series, cartoon series had that too, where Bugs Bunny and everyone else. Some people, most characters are humans, but all the Looney Tunes characters or Tex Avery characters are mixing animal characters with human characters.
mm, yeah. So I mean, it's a cartoon, so you don't really think about it too much. It kind of blends in there. But
It
everybody's
makes more sense than Cars. Where
yeah.
everything's a car.
So I mean, I kind of greatly enjoyed it. I think the animation looks really good. I think the voice cast is really good in here. You got a stacked voice cast. You got Sam Rockwell, Mark Maron, Craig Robinson, Anthony
I am tired
Ramos,
of Aquafina though.
Aquafina. She's less Aquafina
She is
y.
less Aquafina and almost like a character, God forbid,
Yeah.
but she's
Um,
still like, oh man.
And I get that she kinda has a cartoon-esque voice, 'cause she gets a lot of cartoon roles, there. I think she was that animal in Little Mermaid, and she
Yes,
was
with the annoying song, yes.
yeah. And she was in something, she was in Kung Fu Panda. Speaking about another DreamWorks movie, she was in
She
Kung Fu.
was. And I don't like her in that movie. I don't like the plot of Kung Fu Panda 4. It feels like it's kind of a waste of a movie, unfortunately, with a lot of its concepts. But she was not the biggest problem in that movie.
Yeah. I think that movie has kinda some other problems with
It
it,
has some
yeah.
other problems, but she was like one of the few times I'm like, oh, you're actually trying to be a character.
Mm,
You actually kind of work. Your
yeah.
voice isn't super bad for this
Uh,
character. They could have chosen someone better, but you are not the problem.
yeah. And then them trying to take on like a all female criminal squad that basically idolized them as thieves. It's like, "Yeah, we looked up to you guys, big fans of your work." That's also a very good. You got a lot of really great cast there, like Danielle Brooks, who people might know, Peacemaker. She was just recently in The Color Purple a few years ago. Natasha Lyonne, Mara Baklova, who people might know, she was in Borat 2. She was the voice of the dog in Guardians of the Galaxy. She's got a good thing there. So that's a good cast there. So everybody really does an amazing job there across the board. It seems like they about the same creative team from the first movie, because it's the same director, Perfel, there, who also directed the first Bad
Which
Guys.
you can feel.
And
You
it's
can
also
feel
this.
that you can feel that it feels like a continuation in a way.
Mm, yeah, and also it's the same kind of writing team here. Ethan Cohen, not Ethan Cohen from the
Yeah.
Cohen brothers, but is a guy named Ethan Cohen. There, that's his name. Just remove the H, I guess. It's like
Yeah.
okay. So he's written some stuff there. So
Yeah, he's worked on scripts for like Idiocracy, Tropic Thunder, Madagascar, to Men in Black 3 and The Bad Guys. He's got various different. Oh, he was also the director for Holmes and Watson, and he was writer and director for Holmes and Watson.
oh, eesh, okay.
Yeah, no, nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So what will be your final thoughts rating for
Uh,
Bad Guys 2?
for all things considered, I think this is a solid movie. It's pretty entertaining for the most part. It has some like moments, but it's fairly consistent from the first one, and pretty much covers pretty naturally what would happen after the first one. And overall, I think it's pretty solid. Overall, it's not revolutionary, but it was pretty solid, and the animation is pretty fluid. And I think they did a solid job with this. This is definitely I would say, a solid tune in.
Okay. I as well would give it a solid tune in there. Love the voice performances here, love the animation of it. Some of the bits, the gags are funny there.
Mhm.
Of course, this is a children's movie. It's based on a children's book.
Mhm.
And some of it is, of course, for kids, is mainly geared towards them for the jokes and everything like that. But some of the other stuff I did find kind of funny there, and some of the stuff they did, and gags and bits. Like I think it's funny that the shark character is supposed to be he's the master of disguise in the group, but he's a fucking giant shark. I don't know. I just find that kind of
Yeah,
stupid and funny there. So
it's
that was
basically like
kind
a kid friendly version of King Shark.
yeah, so you got that kinda going. So I thought that was kinda funny, but yeah, there's some good just bits and things like that in it that I think work well, for it. And I think it's good. I mean, family movie, take your kids to go see there. When I saw it, there were a bunch of families there who saw it as well. This is doing really well, box office, $250 million, so far, on a budget of, 69 to $80 million. So
Mhm.
it's doing solid in the box
Yeah,
office there. Like, that's
I think
just
the
like
only
he's
yeah.
Italian.
Yeah, I know. "Hey, what you can do? Do this." Yeah, like they're like, "All right, only a French guy can get away with doing that."
Yeah.
But I am with the art style as much as I do think it's fairly solid. I am tired of the bean mouth art style.
Like, it was the Steven Universe type thing,
Steven Universe, Caltech, Cal Arts, bean mouth, really Tumblr art style. I'm tired of it. I want more detail. I'm tired
mm,
of just simple shapes. I want a bit more from this because there's clearly talented people. There's clearly talent there. I just would prefer they're just using a very basic style for everything. The beam mouse style has been used constantly. Yeah, movies like Elia, Lucas, Turning Red. I'm really tired of it.
mm,
It was novel when like Gumball did it. It was novel when like early stuff started, but now it's the same thing over and over again. It was
mhm,
novel when like to a variation Studio Ghibli kind of has it, but it's Studio Ghibli also is extremely varied on what kind of stuff it does, and their art style is very high quality.
mm, wow. So you give it a tune in, Bad
Yeah.
Gas 2? I give it a tune in as well. So 2 strong tune ins
Mhm.
for Bad Guys 2. Still in theaters now. You
Yeah.
wanna check it out there.
It's nice to end it on a positive.
Yeah, nice to end it on a positive there. Kind of probably the more negative we've been in a minute, for some
Yeah.
movies.
Well, you know what? That's the movies we were presented.